Alright folks, welcome to this episode. In today's video we're here in Brechin, the little Scottish city, which is actually the size of a town, but the fact it's got a cathedral in it makes it a city. And here we are, next to the statue of Sir Robert Alexander Watson Watt, pioneer of the radar, folks. Look at that, that's cool. This guy is actually the pioneer for radar. Back in like the war, he was like a crucial figure in the defence of this country. And look at him, he's got a plane in one hand and a radar tower in the other. So there you go folks, cool little nugget of history for Brechin here in Angus, which is quite crazy to think about. And it's a little Scottish village, and well, a little Scottish town, and it really meant so much in the war, which is pretty crazy. It's interesting to have a walk around some of these little old towns. Normally on this channel I'm doing like countryside explorers, so this is a real like chance for my viewers to see Scottish towns, and this is like the little town square here in Brechin. We'll go and take a look at this fancy monument here. It looks like a water fountain or something. Look at the old church over there too. It's like all the buildings around this part of town will be hundreds of years old. That building behind me there is like the local library. But yeah, look at this, it's actually like a marble fountain, it's pretty cool. Look at that folks. Yeah, so I'm not sure, there's obviously nothing here. Oh, here we go, here's something. The 11th of Dalhousie and the 2nd Baron of Panmure. Wow, 1877. Lady Christian Mall built this for her brother. Pretty cool, look at it, look at the detail. That much detail of marble would have been so expensive. Because it's like that polished marble, it really stays as it was. Look at the lion's tongue. So cool. We've had so much snow this past week that it's absolutely crazy all around. Explorers is really to a minimum. Yesterday when I tried to go a couple of roads, it was just, the snow was blowing about with the drifts. It was crazy, like some roads were unpassable. So I'll do more little like local explores like this week. There's traffic lights over here and it's really slowing down the town. 4-way traffic lights at that junction. Cool place though folks. But aye, that was definitely a cool start to the video, having a look at that little monument. Like a lot of people probably don't even realise that the guy that invented radar was fae here. Scottish people really did invent a lot of things. So look, the boy lived from 1892 to 1973. Robert Alexander Watson Watt. So before I head away from this spot, I've just noticed this sign here, and it really tells us all about Sir Robert Alexander. There is really a lot to take in here. 1936, he set up his new research. He worked at 8 Manor in Suffolk, which is in England. So even though he was from this area in Angus, he worked down south in England for the benefit of Great Britain. Anyway folks, let's move on. So this is the River South Esk here folks, and this to my right hand side is the new flood defence system, which they might need in a few weeks once the snow starts melting. Look at this. So a few years ago, before they built this flood defence system, all these houses here used to flood. So this was like a good few £1 million of an operation, this. We'll go and take a look at this ancient bridge at the end here. The famous Brechin bridge. It's crazy walking on this snow. Even on this path here, it's like 3-inch deep here. So I think the river is a wee bit higher than normal with all this rain and snow and wee winter weather. Like, it'll certainly get a lot higher in the next couple of weeks. We're just about at the old bridge. So this bridge is cool because it's got a double arch on it with old sandstone. It's pretty cool the way it's been built. Wow, look how high that wall is. We can hardly see the actual bridge from up on top of it here. Probably like hundreds of years old. I thought there was like a plaque on the wall around here somewhere, but I can't actually remember where it is. This is like the main road into Brechin. On the, what side's this? The Arbroath side. I've got these little bits to stand in, luckily, when cars go past. Whoa! It's quite a high old bridge, like. Considering all the heavy vehicles that still go over it like every day, it's like shows the quality of the stonework back then. Pretty cool. Friendly local there giving me a wave. Shout out to you if that's you watching the video. Oh, like there's a river measurement system. So what's that? It's just over a foot. Just over a foot, so it's not very high. At that point, like, anyway folks, we'll move over. It's a dangerous kind of bridge, this, just, it's a busy road. We'll go and take a look over this side, just at the far end. See if we can get a decent view of this place here. Like, I think out here's like the Brechin allotments. For all those green fingered gardeners out there. That'll be where they've got their little allotments, like, oh aye. You can't really get down there too easily by the looks of things. No, at this time of year, it's just a snowy abandon, folks. I love how, like, when they made things out of stone back then, like, they really took their time, like the detail and stuff. I might walk in here a little bit and just have a look. There's a sign like Brechin Path Network. Dalgetty, quarter of a mile down that track there. But what I really want to see is the bridge. Oh, what's that look? Unusual looking thing. Oh aye, there's tons and tons of water running into that. You can hardly see the bridge, folks. It's not going to be easy. Just try to see, like, they've actually spent time there building the stonework. And it's not just like plain smooth stone they've used. They've gone for like the detail and the pattern. Even now it can still be enjoyed, the craftsmanship. I'll try and go down the side and have a closer look, folks. That's what it's all about here on this channel. Oh, look at my hand. Tons of spiky bushes stuck to it. Look at this, folks, we're going for it. I might regret this if I can't get back up. I might end up right at the bottom. Wow, this is like a snowy wonderland here. I'm gonna really struggle to get back up here, but this is what I do to get the footage, folks. Look at the stonework here, it's beautiful. You'll hardly ever see the bridge from this angle because it's so hard to get down. And the snow just adds to it. Yeah, you can see how there's like a really old wall here. And then this bit here seems to have been built against it. Look, the original bridge must have been a slightly different shape there. And they've modified the road. They've modified it just to fit onto the road. I'll have to be so careful here. Look at this, folks, we're under the bridge. In the snow. Crazy adventures here on the channel, folks. Yes, we've made it. It's a snowy winter wonderland in here. Oh yes. So cool. I'm so glad I climbed in here. I need to get some of these bushes off my gloves though, look at this. Then I'll get back to you. Yeah, so those like plant seeds are designed to stick to your clothes or like an animal's coat, and then it gets carried down the valley and spreads its seed miles away from where like the original plant was. Oh, look at this, the bridge has been actually really narrow originally. Here's the original line. It runs right over there. And then it's been widthened. So even though it looks narrow, it's been even narrower at one time. It's crazy. Look at this, there's been a barn in here with some huge feet. It's gone one way and then it's come back the other. Wow, what a spot down here, folks. Yeah, so at this side it's got a different pattern up there. Because it's just kind of pretty much smooth stone with a curve. Whereas at this other side it's more like what you see at the Bridge of Dun and stuff like that. Okay, and I think this is obviously the original side. And you can see how they spent so much more time on design back in the older days, like. Pretty cool though, folks, pretty cool. See, all these stones here look like they might have been part of something at one time. They've been dumped in here. Who knows? This is crazy, folks. Winter adventures here on the channel. Look at my marks from where I came down. I've been slipping and sliding. I really need to dig my feet in here as I climb. Here, I'm actually getting on better than I thought. This is crazy, folks. I don't think anyone hardly goes down that route even in the summer, let alone the winter. But it's better going off like the standard paths, because that's when you see the real cool stuff that everyone else misses. And we do like an old historical bridge on this channel. One day I'll maybe hate to go down there, do more exploring in my little local town here. It's pretty cool, like. Little bench here, wonder who this is in memory of. The trustees of Brechin Charity Fund, charitable funds. Somebody's been chilling there in a bud, probably watching the snowfall. Yeah, here's confirmation, folks. I can't even speak. River South-esque. I'm tired out after like walking up that hill. I didn't want to get run over by like a riced out Corsa with a burst exhaust. Yeah, so from underneath we can see that this is the older side of the bridge. And you can actually tell, because look at the wear on those bottom stones. They just look older, whereas this side there's no wear at all. So it's cool to see that extra layer of history. You didn't see that when you're just like driving over it, but the bridge must have been so narrow originally. It would have just been for like horse and car. Now there's Arctic lorries and stuff going over it, which is pretty mental. Like, anyway folks, I'll end this video here. That's been something a wee bit different. We've been having a look at the history here in Brechin, which is a little Angus town. Well, Angus city. I'll end this one here. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one very soon.